Hello Libra, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel and also my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So now I always like to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed and or followed and liked either social media platform as well as the Instagram page as well. So that's really cool. Thank you for that, for linking up with me. The other thing is I just want to say thank you to those of you who have made some, donations to my channel as well. So I really appreciate that too. I just want to also remind everybody that these are general reads. So actually before that, so if you haven't subscribed and or followed either one of my social media platforms, I encourage you to do that now or at the end of the video. Okay, so now I'll go into, so just a reminder that these videos or these messages that come through with these readings or other are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, wonderful. If they don't, then just leave it out. And just don't throw it right out though, but and don't make it fit. Just let it mold into place, because sometimes it may not totally fit right now. So it may be something that's more of a forecast for you, okay? And just letting you know the possibility of what might come up and what might be coming up for you. So, and a little bit of encouragement and how you may be able to, and support into how you may be able to get around it, find a solution or something like that, or just move through it, okay? Just giving you a bit of a heads up. There's different ways that, Spirit are just throwing in there that may be helpful for you at the moment on saying that. Okay, so you may be finding yourself having to not so much over explain or explain in a different way to different people, therefore making yourself clearer about what it is that you're really trying to say. Because I feel like maybe some people are not listening, okay, or not hearing exactly what you're trying to say. And some of that is, I don't feel, because it's not necessarily you as per se, or just you. It's about the other person as well, and the way that they and the way that they're hearing things at the moment. So there may be other things that are going on in their lives as per se, and let's just, there's the other side of it too, that some people are just don't want to hear what you might want to say. So you may find yourself repeating, but I do feel like for some of you it's about the communication, okay, and how you're communicating the information that you're needing to get across to these people who come into your life, maybe at the moment, or maybe they may be, Spirit maybe even talking about the past as well, and will drawing your memory back to the past as to how, triggering something, okay, for you to visit or revisit, and which is something, that's been happening maybe right now in this moment with that, okay? So anyway, oh God, I've just gone and digressed again. So there could be that, but maybe not for some of you. But anyway, the message of just bringing it back to the here. So this this is for you, Libra, of course, and Libra may be in your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus sign, which is this session is this video, this reading is about for you. Where are they going? There's kind of I feel like I'm slowing down a bit. So there's a sense of calmness and not that's coming coming through me, moving through me now. So you may be, something for some of you is maybe a little bit heightened, and it's just like there may be a calming energy that's coming around you right now, or like literally right now as you're watching this video. But as well as just in your life right now as well. So just showing you to go, or encouraging you to tap into that space, going into meditation, doing that, taking that walk, or those breaths that you need to take, and doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in and out, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, out. Okay, or maybe 6 breaths, maybe 3 for you, whatever it is, that helps to bring you to that calm space. Okay, so anyway, going back to my intro again, so this, if you don't know what your other signs are, there was a link in the description box below that will take you to a website that has a free calculator on it, and it will work it out for you. Okay, so my decks I'm using today again is the Starman Tarot, because I just love it and it keeps popping up. So, and then also the Sacred Earth Oracle, and the angels have been angels have been flapping around lately, so that's pretty cool. So I feel like, yeah, Archangel Michael, Raphael, and the collective angels might want to have a few words there. If they don't, then just know that they are around, and the fact that I've just mentioned their names, chat to them, call them in, help you, to help you through with something that's maybe working through, and just to, as in, to support you. Okay, so anyway, the first card out. So I've shuffled these, by the way, so I don't pull them out as per se, unless they really stick out. That's the only time they'll pull. Otherwise, I shuffle until something falls out. At the moment, the first 5 have come out individually. So we'll go with at the moment, we'll go with, at the moment, I'm saying at the moment a lot. So maybe that there may be something about being in the moment with you at the moment too. So the 9 of Wands is the first card out. The 9 of Wands talks about, being, I am willing to face the darkness and negativity. So there may be some sort of pain and weariness and that you've endured in the past, and maybe for some of you the past may be like the recent past, and there's, where you where there is something where you're just feeling a little bit weary, basically, and it's maybe endured, it may have been, you may have enjoyed, it may have been going on, enjoyed a long space of time exactly with what is going on there, was going on there for you. So it's like there seems to be like, because 9 for me is always about something is coming, there's a completion of a cycle. So something is coming to an end, and it's like there's a sense of, you willing to face it, and now something is coming to an end, or a part of you, or a part of your life, your lifespan. So there may have been a little bit of a battle with ignorance and judgment and hostility within this, this period of time. And there may be, you may have been found a little, may have felt a little bit relentless in seeing things through when others would abandon hope. So there's that sort of theme around with this at the moment with the 9 of Wands is what I'm more drawn to. But it's like this time is coming to an end now for you, or there's a completion of a cycle, and it's like in some way or form, in some area of your life, okay? And I feel like for some of you, there is something that's happened in the past that's been re-triggered fairly recently, and it may have brought up some stuff in that you may be revisiting again, but not maybe as in as intense level, or on an intense level, or with, it's not as intense as what it was before. Okay, so it's lessening, but there's a cycle there again that's that you're coming to the end of with that. So they're just wanting to let you know that. So then we have the King of Cups. So there may be a Cups energy, a male energy who is a water sign here, so that you're connected with, and obviously that's, water signs, they might not be obvious to some of you. So water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, maybe in your space now. So there's an energy that, getting on top with the King of Cups is, he talks about, I bring dependability and harmony. And he is one who both loves and fears as well. So there's a lot of, with the King of Cups coming up, it seems like he may have the energy that I'm feeling, that he's got more, he's mastered his emotions, and he's like because he's been there, seen everything, done this and done that, and he's like bringing, there's a more, I suppose, centered and calmer space about him. With that he brings this energy. They're very agile energy that this is bringing through, but I feel like this is partially you too, Libra, some of you's in there, and it may be that you're needing to bring in that side of you and taking control, being in control of your emotions, but not saying that you're allowing yourself to like suck it up and bury it, okay, in that sense. So it's about being, knowing, not allowing, when we know when we've got so far in our understanding about how we're dealing with our emotions, or with a certain situation in our life, or situations in our lives, or in our life that have come up here and there, we know when we've, when we've pretty much sorted it out, we're not letting it affect us, is when we don't react. When we've stopped reacting in a specific way, or in a certain way where we're not feeling like we have to suck it up, or we're not feeling, and bury it, or we're not, in that sense, and we just literally allow, it doesn't affect us in that way where we would think that, and it's just like we see it as you see it as just like, okay, it is what it is, and it's not going into that heart space, or that, our emotional space, or whatever space it is, and basically suck it up there. So it's like, you're at peace with it. I guess I guess that is what you're at peace with it, the situation, like literally. So it's like, it doesn't, you're not going to respond in a way that you used to respond, if at all. It's like, okay, that's what it is. So the cup, so that's what I feel like he brings to you, the sense of dependability and harmony. Now that could be with you, like seeing that within you for you, or seeing that within you for out there in the world, or together with relationships, whether it could be with family, with a spouse, or whatever. But just, like I say, just, whatever, however the story plays out for you, it's like, don't try and make it fit, but you'll understand how it fits into your life now, if it makes sense. Okay, so there is also the Seven of Swords here. So the Seven of Swords, I'm just going to hold that up. I'm going to look at that again, because there's the self-containment there, and it's like the container is cracked, the glass is cracked. Can you see that? And it's just letting out all this water and this stuff. So, and there's a sense of, I want what others have. So there may be like this cunning intelligence used to deceive and steal energy about you, or about someone else that you see around you, okay? That is willing to risk reputation and honor. So, which therefore, there's a destroying of trust and, living a lie, basically. But nothing is sacred. So you may be going through in whatever, some sort of aspect of that at the moment, or have done in the past, or you may go there. And it may be that, like I say, that you may be seeing this in someone, and this person here, or it may have been you in the past, but it's not you now, which is why they're talking about, like, it's not you now, and you may, or it may be you right now, and it may be time to like sort that out, okay? And there are reasons why you are not doing that, or being in that space, or have been in that space, or somebody may be helping you to pull out of that space, and you could be, or you could be that person that's seeing this happening, or found somebody out, okay? But there is something there for you, in communication around that, okay? And it's not necessarily, it could be in a supportive role. I don't know what it is for you, because, there's a whole lot of yous out there that are watching this. So, 10 of Wands. Okay, so something is coming to an end with the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands is, I carry the burdens of life. There may be that feeling of that feeling about you, that you're feeling abused and overwhelmed, unsupportive. So this 10 of Wands is also about, oppressive burdens. So whether you're in that space or not with that 7 of Swords, in deceiving yourself, it could be, or living a lie, and maybe not necessarily in a stealing or from somebody else. It could be you stealing, energy from yourself, and not owning up to stuff for yourself, and giving your energy away. So it's like, so reading this, the energy about, and it could be that you may have had thoughts, because of the feeling that you're in with these oppressive burdens, of thinking about doing something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, and not that you've done it, so, or going to go there, it's just like, wow, so it's something maybe coming up for you about that. And like I say, it could be somebody that you're seeing, or has been through that. So anyway, this is the 10 of Wands. Is something is coming to an end with something, that is feeling oppressive, and you're feeling oppressive and burdened by. And there may be a secret that you're keeping, okay, is where they're coming from that. So then we have the Emperor, which is really interesting, because, I allow myself to rest. Oh, no, that's not the Emperor. That's the 4 of Swords. That's going over to that side. So what am I talking about? So I've written some notes and I've actually gone, so there may be something, miscommunication, okay, about what is going on, because I wanted to say something about the Emperor and knowing that actually he leads by example, okay? So maybe there are some wires that are getting crossed or in the way, on the way and in the way there, okay? So the Emperor talks about leading by example. Now, this is with the card in the right way. So he's about, law and order, standing for law and stern law and order, and standing for law and order, and taking responsibility and courage to walk the talk as well. So he's going to, I don't think I need to say anything else. Okay. Law and order, stern law and order. So he follows by example, basically. That's the key word there. But he's in reverse. So there may be a reluctance to take responsibility for your life in some way or form, or a situation or a circumstance. There may be some instability, which is requiring really a keen consideration and prioritization as well, that you're needing to bring into place, okay, to like I say, walking your walk, talking your talk, leading by example, doing something that is, I'm turning that around. So it's interesting that this card comes after that, okay? So there's something that's weaning away with the Four of Swords, because it talks about I allow myself to rest in stillness. So there's this fullness of stillness and creating a sacred space, going and, taking a break or something. And doing something that is replenishing and rejuvenating, and there is something that's going on, and a birthing and a renewal around this Four of Swords. So in this calmness, so it could be like art, maybe being creative around it. It may be art that helps you to to explore whatever is going on with you, because this could be like you being in a relationship that has all these components in it, or some of these in it that you may have been in as well, as and a part of, and not willingly as well, and unwillingly participated in some way or form, or kept the secret, is where I'm what I'm hearing there. So but the Four of Swords brings you this. It's like there's a healing process going on here for yous, in allowing to release it and allow it to go, and not have you in turmoil there. So that is the Four of Swords for you. Okay, then we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups talks about I am in wonder of life, and it's discovering the you that can flower and open instead of growing old. So it's like looking at it that way. It's like that's where that's I am in wonder of life, and it's that realization that yes, we are aging, but where there's a cycle to that, but it doesn't necessarily need to like grow old and die, that sort of thing, in that process. And it's like there's this, because of what I'm hearing is there is there may be a desire for you, and you may be looking back in time, or like in time, that time of innocence, and and that and simplicity when you were younger, and whatever age you are, whether you're 23 or 25, whether you're 19 or 20, whether you're 60 or whatever. It's like just you may be looking back, and because there is something that's going on in your life, and maybe a recognition actually too, as in how far you've come from where you've been. Okay, in many different sources. So the Six of Cups here talks about, I'm feeling like getting back into that creative side and having, seeing what, seeing with fresh, untainted eyes, and excitement and joy with these past memories as well. Looking at not only the not so good things, but the good things that had happened to get you to where you are now. There's a balance there as well. So it's not being all neg about it. It's not necessarily a neg thing. It's a positive thing as well. So it's like in these past memories and future dreams, these past memories help us to create our future dreams, okay? Whichever way. Obviously, you're going to be, it's about when we're manifesting, when we're putting them forward, our future dreams, it's like, what do I want to do, be, give, and have in my life? Obviously, I'm saying obviously because they're just being like bringing that energy in. So, and I know some of you that may not be that obvious, but it's like, this is about you bringing yourself into the moment, because I do feel, and Spirit is saying, they do feel like, you know, there is an obvious path, you know, for at times, and it's not so, and sometimes it seems obvious, but it's not always the obvious path or past, okay, or future for us. But we've, you know, it's about looking in between. So, okay, I'm just asking them where they're going there. So, okay, not everything is obvious, they're saying, to everybody. So it may be that's where that communication thing comes in. Okay, it's about not everything is as obvious as what it is for, say, you or me or somebody else, because of the past and what has happened in the past, and you know, in the building up to where you are now. Whoa. So there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of movement, a lot of amazing, super exciting energy there for you, Libra, as you are healing and contemplating and releasing and, you know, moving forward and projecting forward your dreams and your, you know, your desires. And you know, and learning about yourself. There is definitely, like with this Four of Swords here, in the energy of in this renewal stuff, it's looking into that, creating that source, because those two, you know, they really do go together. So it's like they're finding that, you know, there's a lot of thinking, but it's like also taking action, you know, because that's what the Swords is about, you know, asserting your power, stepping into your power, looking into these life challenges and looking at them, the past life challenges that you've moved through, you've overcome, and there's an amazing outcome. And depending on how you view that, of course. But there's also this putting forward, it's like communicating your ideas and your thoughts and making decisions is where I feel that's about. But it's also bringing in, you know, looking at the emotional side here with the Seven of Cups as well. So Six of Cups, or rather, which is bringing in that creative side, you know, creatively expressing yourself as well. You know, and looking into your relationship with yourself and connecting with your intuition and your creative side. So creativity doesn't necessarily have to mean like, you know, artistic as in drawing or painting. It could be your artistic side and creative, so it could be like sewing, you know, macrame, you know, decorating, whatever that is. It could be outdoor painting. It could be, you know, did I say landscaping? You know, putting pot plants out or whatever it is. Floristry. It's, you know, there's a myriad things. So it's finding what lifts you and helps you heal and bring that outside of you. Cool. So, I forgot to pull these away. So, okay, we'll see what happens there. And I'm just going to shuffle these a little bit because I do feel like the Earth Oracle wants to come out and say something. Okay? To you, bring you a message. Okay, what have you got? What have we got for Virgo there? What would you like to say? Mother Earth, Earth Star energy, because these are Sacred Earth Oracle deck. Okay, this is, or rather. So we'll see what they have. See what Mother Earth wants to talk to you about. Okay. There we go. Efficiency. So I kind of want to pull this one out too because it's sticking out as well. And rediscovery. This is about efficiency as well. So it's being, you know, being efficient, your efficient self, not letting anybody like, because you are, I feel like you are quite an efficient person, but it's obviously, it's like looking, I keep saying obviously, but it is for you. You're going to need, and I'm saying obviously too, because it's sometimes we can hide behind not saying that, you know, and water things down and not take responsibility for our own actions, okay? Especially when you know when you've, okay, especially when you know when you've not listened, okay, with something that is quite obvious. Okay, cool. Anyway, so we're going into that efficiency. So it's being your efficient self, of course. And I feel like there's a sense that some people don't always see that as a good thing because they don't want to do something, but this is just being you, okay? And of course, with love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement and adventure. And there's a sense of rediscovery as well. So with this energy in there, it certainly is bringing that out, okay, of you, what you stand for, who you stand for, what you are about, and, you know, and taking responsibility. But it's also doing everything with love, peace, harmony, and joy. It's not about firing the gun at somebody, you know, or firing, you know, and bringing somebody down. It may be that it's like finding out the reason, you know, the story behind it, and there is a way, there are solutions. It's finding a solution that is a win-win, that it's going to be for the greater good of one and all, but it's also going to be a, you know, something that's going to, you know, where there is, you know, that sense of responsibility as well, and bringing that into harmony. So we have Archangel, the Archangels here, or the angels. A collective of angels have given these messages come through. Oh, we got through their wardrobe. So there may be a change in your wardrobe. It could be like, okay, over here it's going to be soon because we're moving into summer, or now from spring into summer. So the wardrobe, but also I feel like some of you may be dropping some inches as well. So you may be like running around in some of the clothes that are way too big for you now. So and it may be that you're either going to take them in, or you're going to buy you a whole new wardrobe. They're talking about inviting some color into your wardrobe as well. So that may be really, there we go, those two there. I just wanted to shuffle those again. And so exercise is on the agenda they're talking about as far as this efficiency and rediscovery goes. But baby, so there may be a baby coming up for some of you. It may not be actually you and you giving birth to the baby, or your wife giving birth to the baby. It could be something that it could be someone that's in the family. But I do feel like literally there is a baby for some of you, for a lot of you, that's coming into the family. Okay, and some of you, I'm just feeling like, excuse me. You may not want that. You know, it's like, what? So anyway, a baby, whether you like it or not, whether you just had a reaction like that, there's a baby coming, okay, if you're in Libra. So, but the other thing is, like, there's with the rediscovery as well, you know, there could be something new, a new project or something new coming into your life, not just actually a baby, or there may be news of a baby that's coming. So anyway, baby. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for now for you, Libra. So I can just sense some of you are kind of feeling a little bit overwhelmed with this whole energy. But, like, you know, don't let it overwhelm you. Just, like, you know, muddle through it, puddle through it, and just, like, let it flow over you, around you, and just, you know, if it resonates with you. It's just like, okay, so just go with the flow, okay? Anyway. We're going to leave that with you, my spiritual team, and the energy of the Zions, as well as the energy of Libra. We leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, and adventure, and also prosperity and abundance. Okay, bye for now, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday. I'm a day ahead.